3, individualism, and 4, fraternity. But we know that Veronica wants us to be modern. So we not only say fraternity, but we say sorority. And what happens is that this last ideal out of liberty, equality, individualism, and fraternity, sorority, that last quality is exercised through charity. I like the mission of the President's Club. Listen to your mission. The mission of the President's Club of Dayton is to encourage the spirit of leadership through active volunteer community service in our region. The organization celebrates this ideal by conducting celebrations today of community volunteerism and sponsoring student scholarships for future community leaders. I applaud you, and I think that you all deserve to applaud yourself right now. This is a great mission that you accomplished steadfastly. So the Miami Valley Fair Housing Center fits easily into this paradigm. The Fair Housing Act was passed in 1968, and President Johnson said, quote, "Now we have fair housing for all residents throughout the land," end quote. Our home is our castle. We have home rule inside our residence, and we get to pick any residence at any location that we can afford in order to be a part of that American dream. And supporting the American dream is the mission of the Miami Valley Fair Housing Center, which is, quote, "to eliminate housing discrimination and ensure equal housing opportunity for all people in our region across the state of Ohio and nationally." This mission is about liberty, equality, individualism, and like the President's Club, is accomplished through sorority and fraternity. But in accomplishing our mission, who do we have fraternity with? So I have to ask this question: who wants to give to an organization that might help somebody sue another person in our community who is a bad actor in lending or renting or appraising or insuring? I mean, that's not a warm and fuzzy calling card. Okay, but we also, in believing in American ideology, we respect the dignity of the individual. And that's what, in our mission, when we have to help someone, get justice, we hope that one of the things that happens is that we restore dignity. So Veronica wanted me to tell you a little bit about the Fair Housing Center. So we are a membership organization, and people can join. And we have a small and dedicated membership. And that membership is important because we apply for funding from 2 main sources: the federal government and from local jurisdictions. And the federal government, what they did when the Fair Housing Act passed was that 6 years later, they passed the Community Development Block Grant Program. So it's this year, 50 years old. The Fair Housing Act is 56 years old. Between the passage of the 2 acts, they thought, how can we get people in Montgomery County to support the Fair Housing Act? And they say, community development block grant money is to be used for sewers, it's to be used for schools, it's used for lighting, it's used to make the bike park over by Welcome Stadium. And so the federal government said, what we'll do is that we will tie fair housing to community development block grant money. And so if your jurisdiction gets that, Kettering gets it, Dayton gets it, county for its 31 sub-jurisdictions all gets that. And in order to keep that money coming in, Dayton, for example, gets $8 million a year. You have to have a fair housing program. And so the county and the city each had a choice. They could do fair housing themselves, or they could contract it out to a private company. And the county decided, and the city of Kettering and Springfield and others, which all give us contracts, decided to contract it out. Unlike the city of Dayton, which they have a human relations council with a charge to do fair housing. And so that's how fair housing is implemented across the region. So so one of the things is that the President's Club, you have a two-part mission. First, you encourage servant leadership, and then tell us how you do that. And you do that through celebrations of volunteerism and student scholarships. We also have a second part. So, quote, specifically, the Miami Valley Fair Housing Center seeks to eliminate housing discrimination against all persons because of race, color, religion, national origin, sex, disability, and the presence of minor children in a household. We uphold additional protected characteristics like Ohio protects active military. Ohio protects everyone in this room based on your lineage called ancestry. And then there are local jurisdictions that have protected classes like source of income, sexual orientation, gender identity. And so we do this part of our mission by two things: educating the public, and we do that in a lot of the ways that Veronica described, and we help people who are victims of housing discrimination. And so that's a snapshot of our work, okay? And one of the things that is important is that all of this work is based on the government-approved mission. We requested nonprofit status. The President's Club requested nonprofit status. The Dayton Foundation, many of you requested that. And the reason that we get it is that the government recognizes the compelling public interest in, for example, you all coming together as affiliates to work towards some common good. And it saves a whole bunch of government work, government spending. You all help achieve home rule. And so that I believe that your mission of the President's Club does meet an unmet mission. And I believe that the Fair Housing Center, we also meet an unmet need. So I'm going to close, and I want to tell you and read to you the vision statement of the Miami Valley Fair Housing Center, which stands behind our mission. The Miami Valley Fair Housing Center recognizes the importance of, quote, home as a component of the American dream. We envision a country free of housing discrimination, where every individual, group, and community enjoys equal housing opportunity and access in a bias-free and open housing market. We envision a country where integrated neighborhoods are the norm, and private and public sectors guarantee civil rights in an open and barrier-free community committed to healing the history of discrimination in the United States. Thank you.
Well, thank you. That was insightful and reminding us to stay on our toes and what our obligations are, our mission, our vision. Now we're going to honor our recipient. So we're going to get started, and John is going to call your name, and he's going to read what your organization said about you, why they felt you needed to be honored. I'd like for the recipient to come to the front, and we will hand you your certificate. And Belinda is going to help. And we'll get started. We have quite a few wonderful people to honor today.
Anna Schulte, So please come forward. So Anna is the AFA Wright Memorial Chapter's Vice President for Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps and the Civil Air Patrol programs. In this role, she provides amazing support to 8 JROTC school programs and 3 CAP region organizations with central, southwestern Ohio, and northern Kentucky areas. More specifically, Anna serves as a leader, trainer, and mentor to over 300 cadets. Supports them in planning and executing community service projects, as well as assisting awarding AFA scholarships to deserving cadets. Anna also works at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base United Services Organization, the USO, providing critical service, event, and program assistance geared towards boosting the morale and well-being of service members and their families. Anna manages Wright-Patterson Air Force Base's Airman's Attic, providing gently used items available at no cost to junior airmen in retail style setting. The 88 ABW Wing Commander calls this one of the crown jewels on the base, not only for its services, but for how it is organized and led. For this reasons and more, there's no doubt Anna's an amazing community leader. Joni Ehlers. Joni is the AFA Wright Memorial Chapter Special Events Coordinator. In this role, she leads the planning and execution of the prestigious Air Force Ball in collaboration with Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Without a doubt, her superior thought leadership, extensive planning, and attention to detail are key to making the Air Force Balls a resounding success. From the state of Ohio governor's office to local government and community dignitaries to attendees, all stated the events were nothing short of amazing. Joni is also the president of the Women in Defense Dayton chapter, where she leads a dynamic nonprofit team promoting women's active involvement and professional development within the national security sector through networking, mentoring, education, and career growth. She's a passionate advocate for diversity and inclusion within the defense industry. Other volunteer organizations she supports include Community Volunteer at the USO of Central and Southern Ohio, Player Experience Director at the Clear Creek Youth Soccer Association, as well as the past AFCEA Dayton Chapter VP for programs, where she successfully led the organization's command and control, communications, computer, cyber, and intelligence support mission. Joni's an exceptional community leader, inspiring all around. Cheryl Page. Cheryl was really excited about the activities that Altrusa is involved in when she joined the organization in April of 2023. She has participated in meal preparation for Ronald McDonald House, distributing books at a Dayton Dragons game, and sewing with Days for Girls. In addition to Altrusa activities, she was president of the City of Miamisburg Alumni. She was president of the St. John's Lutheran Church Council for 4 years and the chair of discipleship and a member of WellCup. Cheryl is also on the Women's Council, which includes all the greater Dayton Lutheran churches, and was the president for 5 years. She has been president of TWIG for 33 twice? Twice, okay, and served as treasurer in the past, as well as serving as co-chair of the Sugar Plum Festival of Trees last year. We are really glad that Cheryl is in our club and look forward to her continued involvement in the future. Diana Kayla. When Diana first learned about Altrusa of Dayton, she knew that this was the organization for her. Since joining Altrusa in September 2022, she has actively participated in many of our projects. She's assisted with our meal prep at Ronald McDonald House, attends our Widows Home Bingo, donated and distributed books at the Easter event, and With God's Grace. Diana accepted the position of director on the board in June of 2023. She, along with 2 other club members, have taken the lead in recording our International Acts of Kindness, Altrusa's international project. Diana is a welcome addition to our club, and we are grateful for for her enthusiasm. Becca Roland Buckley Morales. Volunteerism is quite impressive and has positively impacted thousands in the region. Becca volunteered to be the Beaver Creek Women's League president when a last-minute medical situation left the position vacant. Under her leadership, BWL membership grew significantly. Their contributions to nonprofits and women in need programs are at all-time highs. The educational and entertainment programs are well attended and diverse, from gun safety shooting to cookie baking and internet safety. The BWL has flourished under Becca's leadership. However, Becca's volunteerism doesn't stop at BWL. She's a long-time board member of Violence Free Futures, assisting those struggling with violence in their lives. She has worked on their fundraising, strategic planning, and recently assisted in obtaining and modifying a facility to expand and improve DFF services to our most vulnerable citizens. A Green Inc. board member focusing on all the adult daycare, vocational training, and employment for adults with developmental disabilities. She was appointed by Governor DeWine to serve on the Clark State College Board of Trustees, and she is serving several committees for her church, represents them on a regional collaborative. As you can clearly see, Becca has set the standard for service to her community and is very deserving of this recognition. Civitan Club of Dayton recipient Brian Miller. Brian is a local business owner and past president of Civitan Dayton and current board member of the Unforgettables of Southern Ohio. While president of Civitan of Dayton, he managed Civitan events and without hesitation paid for annual dinners at the Victory Project for over 40 people. He has provided major sponsorship money to the Bob Childs Classic. Is it Bob Childs? That a great classic golf outing. Brian has a can-do attitude and is always willing to assist nonprofit associations that Civitan of Dayton supports. Brian takes the time to listen, then responds with care on what can be done, then takes this up another level with compassion and saying what should be done. It shows in what he is, apart from his companies, to his love for philanthropy, trying to make each place better and having the compassion to do so. He sits on the board of the Unforgettables of Southern Ohio, helping relieve the financial burden for families in need, giving their children a dignified funeral. Brian is focused on how to make these families' lives better through the Unforgettables of Southern Ohio. Taking an idea, working on what might work best for families to remember their loved one, and allowing them to have something they would cherish the rest of their life with an acrylic picture of their lost child. This is the change. This is the image of a leader and the changes of an individual thinking of someone else before themselves. Civitan Club of Dayton, Luigi Dodi. Luigi was nominated because he's a builder of good citizenship. He is a supervisor in Montgomery County Juvenile Court Program Services and a volunteer with Building Bridges program. For over 2 decades, Luigi has been a pillar in our community. He has gone above and beyond the call of duty as a supervisor and volunteer. He's helped to implement many programs, events, and activities for troubled young people in our community. He helped to implement a cognitive behavior curriculum for adolescents with criminogenic attitudes. He's organized numerous social events such as bike trips, biathlons, basketball, and softball tournaments for less fortunate children. He's created and implemented educational programs, an annual boys canoe trip to the boundary waters of Minnesota. He's maintained and developed beautification projects, community service events, lawn mowing groups for elderly people who cannot afford the service, transportation for kids to school who have a history of being truant. We are impressed with his ability to find and collaborate with community partners to support and host an annual community Christmas party, Adopt a Kid, which served and presented gifts to over 300 youth. He was also able to establish these relationships to provide over 75 meals for families to celebrate and share a meal together for Thanksgiving. Luigi's unselfish attitude and willingness to give to others is an example of what we should truly be grateful for beyond the holidays. For many young people in the Building Bridges program and or probation services, he is a surrogate parent who provides encouragement, support, and most of all, hope. Children's Historical Publishing, Julia Blockberger. Children's Historical Publishing is proud to honor Julia Blockberger, CPA retired, Director of Accounting, Economics, and Finance, for her 18 years of dedication and service to the Finance Committee of our organization. With a bachelor's degree from Bowling Green, Julia earned her MBA at Wright State University. Julia was Assistant Professor of Accounting at Central State University from 2006 to 2012, and currently teaches accounting remotely for Purdue Global University and Southern New Hampshire University. Julia's firsthand business experience was gained when she owned and ran her own business at Fifth Street Market for 10 years and ran Julia M. Blockberger Accounting for 20 years. She also sold, installed, and supported DAC Easy accounting software for 20 years. Julia is a member of Dayton College Women's Club, AICPA, and her commitment to community leads her to endlessly volunteer. Organizations other than Children's Historical Publishing include House of Bread, the Dayton Women's Club, and when Children's Historical Publishing has a fundraiser, speakers panel, or collaborates with another organization, Julia is first up with volunteering for time, physical energy, transportation, and heavy lifting. Julia generously volunteers time to help with promotions, analyze budgets for grants, and ceaselessly making invaluable contributions to our mission. Thank you, Julia, for your commitment and support. Children's Historical Publishing, Sherry Boyd. Dayton Children's Historical Publishing is recognizing Sherry Boyd for her outstanding dedication to education, her leadership roles in various educational positions, and her commitment to serving her community through her church and other organizations. Sherry's impact on students, educators, and the community at large is truly commendable, and she is being honored for her significant contributions to the field of education and her exemplary service to others. Once elected to the Children's Historical Publishing Board, Sherry's voice and experience as a recently retired teacher immediately brought fresh ideas that influenced directions and decisions of the board. More than just her voice, Sherry rolled up her sleeves and worked by planning, setup, running, and cleaning up events, guiding development of teacher guides, and speaking courageously during board meetings. When our shipping receiving person was on medical leave, Sherry immediately shouldered delivery of learning activity to books. Thank you, Sherry, for your contributions. Dayton Arab American Forum, Mariah Johnson. The Dayton Arab American Forum is pleased to nominate Mariah Johnson for the President's Club Best Member Appreciation Award. Mariah has been instrumental in you're taking somebody's place. That's great. Thank you. So for the past 2 years, Mariah, standing right in front of me, has helped DAAF celebrate Arab American Heritage Month at the Dayton Metro Library, which showcases Arabic culture through arts and intellectual dialogue. The 2024 event features activities such as Arabic calligraphy, poetry readings, and a panel discussion. Justice and Peace Beyond Ceasefire, a program that addresses critical social justice issues and promotes peace efforts in Gaza. Mariah's efforts at orchestrating this event have not only enriched our community's cultural landscape, but have also fostered a deep understanding and dialogue around complex global issues. Mariah's leadership and commitment to advancing inclusive excellence, combined with her ability to organize impactful community events, make her an outstanding candidate for this recognition. Dayton Women's Club recipient Karen Monzo. Karen's exemplary career in the field of finance accounting has enriched the missions of many nonprofit organizations within the Miami Valley, to include Strategic Ohio Continuing Higher Education, Girl Scouts of Western Ohio, and the Women's Club of Dayton Foundation. A graduate of Fairmont East High School and the University of Dayton, Karen's continued her lifelong leadership activities by enriching the lives of those she serves. From serving as a Girl Scout leader, Boy Scout mother, and a school classroom parent, she enabled hundreds of young people to achieve their maximum potential. As Sochi's Vice President of Finance and Contracts, Karen guides the accounting and expenditures of over $6 million annually and has a spotless record of clean audits throughout her career. At Sochi, she is part of a team that serves high school and college students by connecting them with employers across the region for work-based learning opportunities. As a Dayton Women's Club trustee, Karen's expertise in grant writing, budget development, and contract management has allowed the historic club to transform into a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is devoted to empowering women and strengthening our community through historical preservation, public engagement, cultural activities, and educational programs. Karen's positive approach to problem solving, along with her can-do spirit and creative insight to address any actual or perceived organizational need or issue, has made her an invaluable asset to any and all organizations she serves. Optimist Centerville Noon Club, Wanda Stover. I'm reading two different pages. Sorry. Dayton Women's Club, yes, Wanda Stover. The Dayton Women's Club is proud to nominate Wanda. Wanda Stover's lifelong career of service to others in sharing her time, talent in the arts, and mentoring support to people of all ages has made her a role model and positive influencer on the lives of many students and associates. Since her arrival to the Dayton area over 70 years ago, first as a dedicated mother and wife, then as a career educator, Stover has nurtured many to experience the enrichment that music can create in helping broaden one's perspective on the beauty found in living. Wanda's three children are blessed by her ability to teach them how to focus on the essence of sharing faith, love, and hope for creating a better world by instilling in them a can-do attitude when meeting life's challenges in both learning and living their lives to their highest potential. As a music educator for 20 years, primarily within a junior high setting, over 600 students each year benefited from learning to harmonize and gain confidence in performing before others while helping to personalize a positive approach for perpetuating lifelong learning endeavors. Stover's dedication to sharing the healing, creative effects of music within our community are ongoing today. In 1969, she single-handedly established the presence of International Fraternity of Sigma Alpha Iota to the Miami Valley area to both a college and alumni setting. Dayton's SAI group has continued to meet monthly to enhance the sharing of musical talents for others to experience. Thank you, Wanda, for your dedication. Exchange Club of Dayton, Shahida Salim. Miss Shahida Salim is very dedicated, diligent, and intelligent volunteer who has served her Dayton, Montgomery County community for over 4 decades. She has attended and volunteered for many Exchange Club of Dayton community events. Mrs. Salim has empowered many men and women facing offender reentry issues from jail, treatment, and prison by providing clothing for job interviews, bus passes for important appointments, and food for homeless families. Mrs. Salim served as a volunteer for the Circle of Vision Keepers Recovery Sober Women's Housing Program and was president for the Ahmadiyya Women's Auxiliary for 4 years as a continuous service, helping to empower all women to attain a strong spiritual foundation. Mrs. Salim continues her role as a volunteer by addressing the many social problems in our community. Her leadership helped the Muslim and Dayton community by organizing events to support the underserved and needy. Mrs. Salim was a dedicated worker at MCJFS and retired after 31 years of service. Her warm mannerisms and natural charisma, compassion, and kindness quickly attracts and provides comfort for those less fortunate in our community. Exchange Club of Dayton, Destiny Brown. Destiny Brown is an experienced community wellness advocate whose work focuses on the elevation of residents of disinvested communities in the areas of health equity, reproductive health, housing, and demarcation. She currently serves as a community organizer with Advocates for Basic Legal Equality, known as ABLE, in Dayton, Ohio, where she leads efforts with community coalitions to improve housing conditions for tenants and ensure police oversight through community engagement. She is the founder of the Dayton Tenant Union, which successfully secured more than $1 million annually from the city of Dayton to fund local housing initiatives. She has served as a home child care provider and a caseworker for Ohio Medicaid, SNAP food assistance benefits, and TANF, and where she managed caseload serving up to 200 families. She's a community health worker, a trained birth doula, and the creator of Prosperous Parenting, a class focused on strategies for parenting during difficult times. Destiny has a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Bethune-Cookman University and has strong research and data collection skills and expertise in social determinants of community health outcomes. As a passionate professional, Destiny has lived experience that allows her to bring empathy to her work as she improves the lives of others. Thank you, Destiny. Green Bucks Ambucks Club, Krista Sign. Green Bucks chapter of National Ambucks is proud to nominate 2 dedicated members. So why don't we bring both Krista and Scott as our outstanding members of the year. From the moment they joined Green Bucks, every aspect of they enthusiastically jumped in to help with all of our activities, becoming involved in every aspect of our mission of supplying therapeutic tricycles to children and veterans. They have built adapted tricycles, which are not easily assembled, and brought them to the children and veterans across the community. Scott has also towed, loaded, and unloaded our trailer full of trikes to events and bike builds, while Krista coordinates our bike build events by arranging the dates, times, and places, scheduling volunteers, and ordering for these events. Having an adult child with autism, they are active in support groups for parents with children and adults with special needs. Although they are busy with their construction business, they simply say they like helping others, especially children with challenges, understanding their needs, and are passionate about helping them. They give of themselves and their talents unselfishly and generously bring joy and independence to many children and veterans, traits not readily found in member volunteers these days. Thank you, Krista and Scott. Lions Club, Dayton Club, Amanda Hood. Amanda has been a huge help to our club for organizing and supporting events such as Friends with Special Needs, Victory Project, Lions Eye Bank, and even at the club level. She helped us establish a relationship with a reputable cafe to provide meals to the club for each meeting. Amanda has also volunteered to help our club manage the lunch fund. Everything that she does is with a smile on her face. She is friendly and always looking for ways that she can be involved or help our club with the projects we initiate. Amanda helps manage some of the club's service volunteer efforts as well. Plastics recycling, food drives. Thank you, Amanda, for all that you have done to support Lions. We truly hope you join us as a club member. Miami Valley Military Affairs Association, Susie Himmelhoff. Susie has been involved with MDMAA for several years and was president in 2023. She's been instrumental within our organization, restructuring our bylaws, systems, and processes, and working to improve our relationship with the various chambers and military organizations we support, in addition to increasing the number of military organizational members we support in the Miami Valley region. Susie has also been responsible for the winning nomination package that gave Colonel Cassie Barlow the coveted President Club Citizen Legion of Honor Award in 2023. Thank you, Susie. Miami Valley Military Affairs Association, Rebecca Westlake. Rebecca Westlake has been involved with Miami Valley Military Affairs Association for several years and was president in 2022. During her time within our organization, Rebecca fostered our military partner support and increased the number of military organizations we support. Rebecca has volunteered to create a new position within our organization, that of historian, through which she's been able to document, catalog, and restore the illustrious history of our organization into archives that will be preserved for generations to come. Thank you, Rebecca. Optimist, Centerville Noon Club, Sue Brubaker. Sue has been an active member of our club since 2008. She participates on many committees and volunteers for nearly every event the club has. This past year, Sue has served on the following committees: Centerville Washington Got Talent Contest, Social Committee, Birthday Table Committee, Great Ohio District 75th Convention Decoration Committee. She is a key member of the Childhood Health and Wellness Committee, helps plan the annual caregiver breakfast, helps select 100s of Bears clothes and shoes at the Build-A-Bear store, delivers Build-A-Bears to Irma's house, which is a supervised visitation center for children, helps Build-A-Bear events and organize an event where over 350 new and gently used books were collected and donated to St. Vincent de Paul and Irma's house. Sue can be found at most events that we sponsor, such as Easter egg hunt, numerous Build-A-Bears, Safety on Wheels, Americana 5K packet pickup, Kids Day in the Park, Top Soccer Registration, Family Adventure Day, Haunted Trail. The Centerville Noon Optimist recently awarded Sue the Thomas B. Frazier Optimist of the Year Award for her outstanding service to the community. Thank you, Sue. Optimist Dorwood Club, Mike Gerloff. Mike has been the treasurer of the Dorwood Club Optimist for 7 years. We have a club that is very fortunate to have him. Our club of 183 members, which has quarterly dues, he takes care of efficiently. The club meets weekly at lunch, so along with dues and dinner charges, this adds up to a pretty full plate. Mike is also in charge of doing quarterly reports for Optimist International. We have 3 large fundraisers that are held throughout the year. We start off with the Christmas tree lot, which requires buying the trees, collecting the money from the daily sales. As Mike has mentioned, we have created more work for him when we started now with credit cards and cash. The second event becomes even worse. We do roughly 1,700 Avenue of Flags, which is an event where we deliver flags 5 times a year. This again, cash, credit card, and PayPal. Our third events are even larger. Golf for Kids. We have 130 golfers with several thousand donated in sponsorship every year. Mike is also the CFO for a large electrical company. Along with his duties at work, he never fails to attend our luncheon meetings, which he serves as quarterly Sergeant of Arms, along with volunteers in all our activities and fundraising and events for the kids. In the 7 years of budget, planning, bill paying, grant requests, quarterly reports, and so forth, I can say we've never been $1 off as a president. How could you not elect this individual? Thanks, Mike. Optimus Storwood Club, Mike Swain. Mike is a retired lieutenant colonel from the Air Force. After 20 years of service, he went into the public sector and military contracting. As an ex-president of the Optimus Club, he brought a lot of his military background with him. Dorwood was founded in 1965. Mike added to our club the, quote, Spirit of 65 Award, which is given to an outstanding club member every month, to a person who's been going above and beyond the effort in order to make the club do better. This is a club who thinks first at all we do to make it better for kids. We have also added under his leadership quarterly awards to outstanding students in the Kettering community, not just for schoolwork or athletic endurance, but also for outstanding leadership shown through their church or outside organization. Mike started the future committee in our club to look ahead for outside projects which we can contribute to, finance or help in person. This year's project he's brought to the club is some financial help in the forming of Gentilly Park. This park will be dedicated this June. We will be supplying the water fountain system in the park. When I was elected to be president of the ceremony, Mike presented me the gavel along with the coin. This coin is a way in the service that is presented to a fellow soldier or an individual. The coin is a symbol of saying, I will never let you fail. As I have accepted this coin, Mike has always lived up to its meaning. I will not let you fail. And he has been dead on. Thanks, Mike. Optimus Club, Riverdale Club, Max Blitz. Max has been involved with the Greene County Community Foundation since late 2022 and currently serves as interim executive director while still a student at Wright State University. In all of the years for the Riverdale Optimus Club, some individuals stand out for their great qualities of leadership as well as volunteerism. And Max is one of those people. He is for his efforts with the libraries, parks, and schools, but he's a volunteer with any number of other projects. One example as a volunteer is Bo Kerrigan's Charity 5K, coordinated through David Haig as a member of the Riverdale Optimus Club with Max. Kerrigan's Tavern opens at 9 a.m. on the day of the event to accommodate the runners before and after the race. This is part of a trio of events with others as Cheddar Challenge 5K and the Ice Cream Charity Bike Tour at Young's Jersey Dairy to benefit 4 local charities: the Alzheimer's Association, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, South Community and United Rehabilitation Services. Another example is the well-known native plant backyard challenge across the state of Ohio to further develop or transform outdoor spaces into more significant native wildlife habitats. The NPBYC is championed by Hope Taft as a former First Lady of Ohio, and Max delivers trees for planting along the Little Miami River in Greene County. Thanks for all of your efforts, Max. Optimist Riverdale Club, Jackson Mesher. So Jackson has been involved with Greene County Community Foundation since mid-2021. I think we have another stand-in, and currently serves as interim advancement director. Riverdale Optimist Club has enjoyed individuals who stand out for their great qualities of leadership as well as volunteerism. And Jackson Mesher is one of those people. He's a systems thinker, highly motivated in everyone's estimation. Jackson is, quote, passionate about the environment and its preservation, and he is always seeking new and exciting experiences regarding such a targeted area. Jackson serves on the board of directors of the Little Miami Watershed Network. He cleans up garbage at Clifton Ridge State Nature Reserve for the State of Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and does outreach as a speaker for FemA Collaborative, an initiative involving the Mesher family striving to develop a centralized collection and supply of hygiene products for local girls and women collaboratively with businesses and students. He is a member of Greene County Beekeepers Association as a hobbyist, and he is also championed by Hope Taft, former First Lady of Ohio. He is a member of the board of directors of Little Miami Watershed Network. He, as well as Max, delivers trees for planting along Little Miami River in Greene County. In summation, due to his concept of medium, schedule, and segmentation, Jackson Mesher qualifies for recognition as one of the top young volunteers in the area under anyone's definition. Rotary Club of Dayton. Scott Kaiser. Scott joined Rotary Club of Dayton in October of 2022 and has had a tremendous impact on the club in a short period of time. Scott immediately joined the new member Red Ribbon Committee and helped lead the group to raise $13,670 to support the Victory Project. His work on this special project was very critical to getting other members engaged and motivated to give financially. At each Monday meeting, Scott is always willing to assist club leadership, whether it's acting as sergeant at arms, roving camera, weekly newsletter reporter, reader, or other tasks. He's happy to volunteer to do anything needed. Scott has jumped in to help lead the Rotary Club and marketing, the PR and marketing committee of the Rotary Club by providing advice, designing graphics, and posting on social media. The club has struggled over the past few years to have this assistance on a regular basis, and Scott has taken the initiative and has been proactive and engaged in these efforts to help the club with its awareness in the community. Scott has participated in many social events and service opportunities that the club has hosted. For being a fairly new member, he has led by example and done more than some members who have been a part of the Dayton Rotary for decades. The board leadership is very grateful for his service and thrilled to recognize Scott Kaiser as a dedicated Rotarian. Twin Tig Incorporated, Dr. Misty McDowell. Dr. McDowell and her tireless dedication, leadership, and compassion, which exemplifies the values of Twin Tig Inc. And we hold her dear to our organization. We are incredibly grateful for her contributions to our community. What sets Misty apart is her genuine empathy and compassion for others. She approaches every volunteer opportunity with a deep understanding of the challenges faced by the communities we serve. Her ability to connect with people from all walks of life fosters a sense of unity and solidarity within the organization. She is a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and a family nurse practitioner who provides healthcare services within Montgomery County and Butler County. Her dedication to service extends beyond Twin Tig. She is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, Greater Allen African Methodist Episcopal Church, the the Ohio Association of Advanced Practice Nurses, and the Clayton Parks and Recreation Team. The love of her dog, Dakota, keeps her busy also. Her altruistic spirit shines through everything she does. That is why Twin Tig is grateful for Dr. McDowell's dedication to our organization.
Well, I think everyone should stand and give our recipients and yourselves a standing ovation, because this was outstanding. The work that these people do is tremendous. Like I said before, it's not only what you do as an individual, but it also includes what your organization does. And like John was saying earlier, I mean, we meet every need. There was no stone unturned in this room today, and I'm so proud to be a part of Dayton and this organization and these groups of people, because we're here to do good for our community, and that's what life is all about. It's short, and we do need to be our brother's keeper. And I'm very happy today. This was outstanding. Everything every person has done is just outstanding. Whew. Okay, so it's been an exciting morning. Now, please remember that our Bob Child golf outing is Bob Child. The golf outing is tomorrow morning at the Beaver Creek Country Club, and we still have some openings for some teams. We don't? Oh, they're closed? Oh, well, that's good. Okay, Holly didn't tell me that. Okay, and yes, that's what we do. Yeah, because last year we rained out. And okay, recommendations for the Citizen Legion of Honor recipients. The deadline is May 17th. So if there's someone in the community that you would like for the committee to consider for recognition for the Citizen Legion of Honor award, please get the application in by May 17th. It is on our website, presidentsclubdayton.org. All the information is there. You can get it typed up and you can email it. All the instructions are there on the website. So please do that. Susie, as they said, helped get Cassie Barlow information in, and the organization chose her, and she was our last year's recipient. Oh yeah, Judge Rice. Who else has been a recipient? No one comes. No. Okay. But Judge Rice has been a recipient. So I'm going to wish you all a fantastic day. I want you to continue your good work. And our monthly meetings are on the third Wednesdays of each month, typically at the Dayton Women's Club. We do go on field trips sometimes, and they are fun, aren't they? Okay. Okay. And anyone that would like to do a group photo, you can stand in the back there, and the photographer will come and take your picture. So if you want to line up and have your pictures taken, you can do that. Oh, that's right. Okay. One other thing. Oh, let me say this. All the presidents of your organization. When we send out the monthly newsletter, please send it out to your membership. And if anyone is interested in becoming more active within the President's Club, please attend our monthly meetings and let us know who you are and what your interests are. And we will be glad to have you. Also, Larry. Okay, so Larry was president at one time. What year was that? What year? 4 years ago. Okay. So Larry has something that he needs to present to Khadijah because it's been delayed. So we're going to take the time to let him do this, do his presidential duty to Khadijah, who had been president before him.
Yes, as we get a new president of the organization, we always give a plaque to the retiring president. However, Khadijah Ali was sick the day that we were going to do this, and she didn't come. But this plaque reads, "In grateful appreciation to Khadijah Ali for her outstanding service as president of the President's Club of Dayton, Ohio, for the years 2018 through 2020. Khadijah."
Okay. Okay, so now we will retire the colors and our benediction will be after that and will be dismissed. Please stand.
As we end this program, I just want to thank all the volunteers and just know that if we do everything for the pleasure of God, whatever it is that we do in life, we want to always try to please Him. So I'm reading from Philippians 4:8. It says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brethren and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice. And the God of peace be with you. Amen.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, what time is
She's still here. Wall's gone though.
I love
Who's that person that you have sleeping on that car?
Thank you.